Welcome to my garden. Good morning.
And hello,
Yes.
Danavan Pryce here from Newport Fersan.
All right, hold on. So, welcome to another one of my YouTube videos where, of course, I share with you just how I grow orchids in Jamaica. Today, guys, is a very special day. In my garden today, I have representative from Fersan, the first on the land. Yes. And so today, guys, they are going to be here in my garden. We are right now sitting under the almond tree. And if you look right behind us on the beautiful blooms that are showcasing and just putting on a lovely show right under the almond tree. And so I'm going to introduce to you my visitor, my guest. The purpose of their visit today is actually to set up a demonstration area in my garden. This demonstration area, we are going to be testing out a particular chemical or several chemicals, I'm not sure. He will tell us more about it when he introduces himself. And so just hang around, guys, because you are in for a super duper ride. So of course, under the almond tree, you know, we tend to have tea, we have drink, we have all kind of things. So we're taking a sip here also. So cheers.
Cheers.
Of course.
So let me start. My name is Danavan Pryce.
Okay.
I am an agronomist with responsibility for research and development for Newport Fersan. I manage the parishes of Kingston, St. Andrew, St. Mary, St. Thomas, and Portland. Newport Fersan is the only manufacturer of fertilizers in the country, but we also promote other agricultural inputs, products for farmers across the island. And we also, our technical services, we avail our technical services to the farmers and anyone dealing with crop production right across the island. That includes our soil testing services, our field assessment services, training sessions, and as you said, our demonstration plots where we demonstrate the performance of our products. One of the things that we pride ourselves in is providing quality service to all categories of farmers, including yourself, orchid grower.
All right.
Yes. So we know that orchid growers are a very popular category in Jamaica, especially with a lot of ladies right across the country. Right. It's amazing when you go to the orchid shows and you see these ladies coming out and the attention and the passion that they put into selecting the orchids. And so Newport Fersan has put together products that can aid in the maintenance and the establishment of their orchid production. And so with that said, we have brought to the market our orchid blends, soluble orchid blends. Yes. Here from Newport Fersan, we trade right across the island. We don't only stay in one section like crops, pineapple, cabbage, lettuce, you name it. But we are also taking part, we are also treading on ground where we have our orchid farmers, our gardeners, our ladies that are promoting their garden and their different flowers. And Newport Fersan has created options. Remember, we are first on the land, and anywhere our farmers are, we're going to be there for them as well. So we have created our orchid blends, Orchid Max and our Orchid Premium.
I'm excited.
Yes. So a little about those products though. So two products that we have brought to the market. We know that orchids most categories of orchids will go through a vegetative stage, a root development stage, vegetative stage, and a blooming stage. Depending on the variety of orchids. Right. Now, we have developed blends, the orchid blends that caters to these different stages.
Interesting.
Yes. So we have the Orchid Max, which promotes the vegetative and root development of your orchids. So the nutrient composition includes 18% nitrogen, 18% phosphorus, and 23% potassium. It also comes with sulfur, calcium, magnesium, and all the micronutrients. So we all know that plants in general need around 17 nutrients for productive development. And so Newport Fersan has created a balanced blend that encompasses this principle of nutrition. Now we have the Orchid Premium that is used to stimulate blooms in plants and to maintain those blooms in orchid plants. So to stimulate and to maintain, right? So the ratio of nutrients in it include 17% nitrogen, 9% phosphorus, and 27% potassium, inclusive of sulfur, calcium, magnesium, and all the micronutrients.
So it's actually a complete blend.
It's a complete blend that we are promoting to our orchid growers. Now, in lieu of that, we also have the Plant Start, which is also a good addition with the orchid blends as well. So now the Plant Start can be used right through all stages. Right through. The unique thing with the Plant Start is that it's a stress reliever. That's the first thing. So we know that plants, just like humans, undergo stressful conditions. So it has your algae extract, it has auxins and other plant hormones that promote the growth and development of the plant. But one of the unique things, I'll touch on it, is that the fact that it is a stress reliever, if the plant is under drought stress, water stress, pest and disease stress, it gives the plant a fighting chance to continue its productive cycle while under that stressful condition. Now, the ratio of nutrients here include 8% nitrogen, 27% phosphorus, and 2% potassium. So
it's a starter, because the middle number, I'm told, actually helps with rooting.
Yes. Good. Right. So the phosphorus stimulates rooting, but it also gives the plant a flush of energy.
It does?
Yes, because phosphorus is a main constituent of energy in plants. So therefore, it gives the plant a flush of energy to carry out its processes that it's doing each and every day. It's also very good at root development. Very good. Beautiful. But it can be used on all stages of your plants as well. Now, one of the things with phosphorus as well is that it helps to stimulate flowering as well in plants.
I realize that because for me, in the past, I actually was using the Initiator.
Good.
Which has a high phosphorus in it.
Good.
And I realized that it does help with blooming as well as rooting.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So I love it. Yes. I have been using a lot of it.
Right. So you would love this, and the orchid blends as well with it. So Newport Fersan brought to the market. Have our Plant Start. So a stress reliever, the root enhancer as well. It develops root, and it also promotes the vegetative growth of the plant as well. It comes with 8% nitrogen, 27% phosphorus, and 2% potassium. It comes with your algae extract. It comes with your auxins and plant hormones. So stress reliever, root enhancer, and it promotes some aspect of your vegetative development as well. We are seeking here from Newport Fersan to meet the needs of every one of our farmers right across the landscape. Not only cabbage and coffee and pineapple, but every person that deal with plants. We have a program, we have a blend, we have a recommendation for them, and that's why we're here today.
I can't wait
to demonstrate our products and how they work.
And of course, guys, if these products work for me, then definitely it will work for you. So that's why I'm really excited about this partnering with Newport Fersan, and really excited about it. So I can't wait. And you seem quite knowledgeable.
Well, I've been in the industry for some time now, and it's a passion of mine. Agriculture on a whole is a passion of mine, and I love to interact with various categories of farmers and to learn. I mean, I'm in awe of orchids. Wow! And I just love the passion that a lot of the ladies have. I know that there are men in it, but it's really dominated with women. And trust me, the passion and the attention to details is just thrilling to watch. And as I said before, I love going to the orchid shows and just watching those ladies go about and just doing their thing. And Newport Fersan is happy to be a part of that passion. And because we are passionate ourselves.
A question for me though, in relation to the product, because for me, I tend to use singles, and when I say singles, I perhaps will use a balanced fertilizer like 20-20-20, and then I'll add my calcium, I'll add my, whether sulfur, whatever else to it,
right,
to sort of make it into a complete blend.
right.
So basically what I'm getting from this is that this, I do not need to add anything to it.
No.
Is that so?
Yes, you don't, because it comes with everything in it, so it's a one-stop blend. Our Orchid Max, which promotes our vegetative and root development of, yes, you name it,
yes,
our orchids, and our Orchid Premium, which maintains and stimulates blooms and maintain those blooms for our orchid plants. Our orchid blend comes with all the nutrients that our orchid growers need to see that shine and that vigorous growth and development in their orchid plants.
Okay.
But keep in mind, at Newport Fersan, we continue to create options for our farmers.
Okay.
Some farmers do love Nourish, which is our 2020 plus micronutrients.
Right.
Some persons love the premium line. So what we do, we keep on creating options right across the landscape for farmers to choose from. So you're not just have one option there. And our Orchid Blends is another product that we have added to that option list, which comes with everything in that bag.
Wow.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
So you want us to get cracking?
Yes,
then?
Let's get cracking. Let's get set up, and we'll be watching the progress of these orchid plants over the next 3 to 6 months.
Okay.
All right. Good. Great.
All right. Thank you.
Awesome.
It was really good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Yes. We have our Orchid Blends, our Orchid Max, our Orchid Premium, right? Which aims to promote the vegetative growth and development of the plant and the root development of the plant, and that is our Orchid Max. And our Orchid Premium stimulates and maintains the blooms of orchid plants throughout their productive cycle. So Newport Fersan, we're always at it, we're always doing it, and we're always seeking to improve and to demonstrate our products. And we stand firm on the testimonial of our products. We stand firm on the quality of our products and the efficacy of our products. And we do know our products work. And we have a long history of impacting every category of farmer right across the landscape with our products. And we continue to do so with the assistance of our technical and sales team right here. Thank you very much.
Because actually I am growing Phalaenopsis orchids commercially now. I've just started a couple months ago.
Right.
And of course I tend to mix my chemicals individually.
Yes.
So what I'm asking, when I'm mixing though, I mainly use the balanced fertilizer 20-20-20 to mix them and so forth. But then I'll add other things.
Yes.
So do you have like a balanced fertilizer which is complete with all the micronutrients or whatever it is that you add to your premium and your max?
All right. $1 million question and $1 million morning. We do have our orchid blend that comes with all the essential nutrients that your orchid plants will need. So the common practices for, as you said, farmers mixing this product and this product to get that balance. However, we have created our orchid blends, our Orchid Max, which promotes the vegetative and root development of the plant, and it comes with all the NPKs, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, your sulfur, your magnesium and calcium, and guess what? Your micronutrients. Right? And then we have our orchid premiums. Now, in terms of fungicides and insecticides, we do have those. For example, for fungicides, we have the Eradicate, which is very beautiful with a lot of orchids, especially with the leaf spots that sometimes sometimes affect
the leaf spots
that affect our orchids. The Eradicate is very beautiful in curing and preventing the fungal outbreaks as well. Then we have our Enigma, which is also a fungicide that also helps with the leaf spots that generally plagues orchid growers. And we have First Strike, which targets worms if you have worm infestation. But there's a beautiful product that we have called Spectra and Sucker. Now these products targets is a combo in one. So it targets like your thrips, your aphids, your mites, your white flies.
Okay.
Yes, and
the
worms.
scaly, what about the scaly
And the
insect?
scaly insects
Because
as well.
I am finding that for my local orchids, Browtonia, right, because I do not spray them a lot,
Right.
I tend to have a lot of these scaly white insects on it.
Yes.
And it saps the energy,
Right.
and the plant just starts turning yellow, and eventually if you don't catch it, you literally lose that plant.
Yeah, that is true.
And that's happening to my Browtonia.
That is true.
Orchids,
and
my native.
And what we're happy to tell you is that we do have the products that can assist in that. The Spectra and the Sucker, right, that targets these nutrients that affects the plants.
Okay.
Right.
So these are, how do they function? Are they like contact or systemic?
All right, good question. So our Eradicate and Enigma, we also have another fungicide called Clearway. So Clearway is a contact and a systemic fungicide. Our Enigma is a systemic fungicide, and our Eradicate is a systemic fungicide, right? For our Sucker and Spectra, those are contact insecticides.
Okay.
And for First Strike, it's a contact and stomach insecticide.
Oh.
And just to add, we also have the Victory Plus.
Wow.
which is a systemic fungicide as well.
Okay.
So, and it's good to have a range of fungicides and insecticide miticides.
Right.
Because you want to rotate to prevent pest resistance developing in your plants.
Yes. All right,
Yes.
Great.
Right.
So we need to identify somewhere, and so you were want to find what I'm going to say, and then put that somewhere, or what if that's not what you want, then
We can work with established plants. So remember that the products that we have cater to two major developments of the plant.
Right.
Flooring and the vegetative and root.
Okay.
So we can have a set of plants that are in their vegetative stage, are going into their vegetative stage.
All right.
And we can use the product to watch the vegetative development of them. And then we can have a next stage that where the plants are mature and they're ready to spike and then to bloom. And then we can apply the product to watch how it helps with the spiking as well as maintain the spiking of the plants. Yes.
All right.
Young Love. And well, we're going to be using a very new product here. Plant Start, not new to the industry, but new to this setup here. So we're calling it Young Love because I want Miss Cross to fall in love with Plant Start. She has very young plants here, orchid plants here. So what is critical for her is root development. You want to get those root developments out and up and running, because without a good root development system, your vegetative and flooring system won't be as successful as you'd want.
Right.
So the Plant Start gives these plants here a good jump push off, right? So we're Young Love. We want to fall in love with Plant Start.
And you know, with Young Love, you know, I tend to be hot
and fiery.
Yeah,
I'm already in love with it, but I want to fall all over again in love with it again. And I want Miss Cross with me this right show.
All right. Okay, nice. Young Love.
How much times a week you would fertilize these?
Usually once,
Once a week. So just note that it can range from 2 teaspoons to a gallon, even up to a tablespoon. But you know the rate depending on the maturity and the development of this specific setup. We're looking at getting the plants off to an early start.
Right.
So it can be 2 teaspoons to the gallon, and you can apply it once a week. But you can also apply 2 times a week if you want.
At the same rate.
At the same rate. It varies as the plant develops and grows. as you can start out with the 2 teaspoons a week.
Yes, okay.
Right? But if it is that you're gonna do it say every other day, you can cut it down to a teaspoon per gallon. Yeah.
That's what I do.
And
because you don't want to over fertilize your plants.
And
but at the same time you want them to be maintained with a certain level of healthiness.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And so forth.
And orchids are very sensitive too. So this area is the silent zone.
Alright, secret lover.
Secret lover. Lovers. Alright. Alright, so secret lovers. So we're working with all of a love team.
Yes.
Alright, so young love and secret lover. And we're going to use this section to just demonstrate. So we are going to use this section here, secret lover, for the Orchid Max. And the Orchid Max helps with the root development, right? Helps with the root development of the orchids, as well as it promotes the vegetative development of the orchids as well, which is very, very important because leaves do play a part in the life cycle of the crop.
Right.
And we have some phalaenopsis here that will also be a part of it, and we'll also look at that over the next period. So secret lovers, let's see if the secret is going to come out.
All right. I can't wait. Okay. Yes. So I'm looking forward to the change because as it is right now, you notice they are a bit leggy. They're a bit leggy, but since I've put them here, I'm realizing that I'm getting some new growth.
Okay, understood.
So this section is a little warmer than where they were.
Right.
So it seemed to like the heat.
Okay.
And so now to use your product on it, we'll see the result of that. Right. Nice.
One of the things we do as a part of the research and development department is that we collect data. So like height, the growth. So like for example, I'll let you know when I'm coming back. We come back, I get more specific.
Alright, no problem.
You and I will even have more specific talks.
Okay.
So for example, we'd look at root. If root is the parameter that you always watch to determine if something is working for you,
right,
will also be capturing that parameter.
Okay.
So we look at the root and say, all right, you're looking for new roots. All right, boom, boom. And we know we tag 1, 2, 3, or 5 plants, and we watch that progress over time.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Turbulent seas. You know, love can be very turbulent as well.
So, which one of them we're going to choose? Turbulence? Some love?
Blooming love. Blooming love. Let's keep the fight out of the love. We're not fighters, we're lovers.
What do you call this area?
Blooming love.
I need a big sign right here.
Blooming love.
I love that name.
Yes.
And I'm sure the orchids will even love you more.
Of course.
Right.
So we're going to be using the Orchid Premium here. And so the Orchid Premium will aim to maintain existing blooms.
Okay.
And to stimulate new blooms.
New spikes.
While it also plays a part in also some aspect of the vegetative, maintain the vegetative development of the plant.
And corrects nutrient
deficiencies in the plants as well.
Stressors. Right. Blooming love. I tell you, I just love that name. Dear me. Yes, so this is actually a new area that I have set up for some time now, but haven't featured it because it's just not where I want it to be as yet. But of course, Danavan is here, and Danavan forced me now to just show you blooming love. And of course, we're gonna watch the progress of blooming love. They have already started spiking, and I've been getting 1 and 2 blooms. But of course, you know, when you are growing orchids, actually, you basically want a shower of blooms.
You want a wow effect.
You want a wow effect.
Yes.
So he is going to now help me to create this wow effect. All right. So blooming love.
Right.
So you're gonna come back with the signs?
The thing is, sometimes when you're in a particular profession, I'm yet to see, you know, an orchid farmer that is not passionate in talking about their orchids, and that is very good.
Right.
And that is very good, you know.
Yes. Yeah, for us, because we are passionate about it, it's not work.
Right.
Some persons will consider what we do a lot of work and hard work.
Yes, it
because
is.
you have persons saying, me, I'll never grow orchids because they take too much.
Right.
But because we love to see the end result.
Right.
It's not work for us.
Right.
When I have a hard day at work, that is work.
Right.
But when I come home,
Yes.
even after a hard day of work, I'm going to my garden, believe me, it's like I'm putting down the burden from work and just relaxing. I just feel relaxed.
Right. Right.
Even though it may take some amount of physical, you know, depending on what you're doing. But it's not work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
others come there like, wow, this is so peaceful. Yes. So we know that no demonstration for can work with those products, right? So we have the products here, the product samples here. So we have the Orchid Premium.
Okay.
It has the instruction, the ratio of nutrients, and application rate, and what it does.
Right.
And we have the Orchid Max here as well, that we'll use as well for the vegetative growth and root development of the crop. And it has the instruction, ratios, and everything on the bag. As a modus operandi with the Newport Fersan technical team, I'll be following up data collection. We look at the assessment of the plants, the development of the plants. We look at a whole range, and there are other products that we can talk about. Other best practices when it comes to plant nutrition that we can look at as well. And we didn't even dive as much into pH management of your water and your pesticides and your nutrients, and we'll look into that as we go along.
So that's not a part of the whole program.
Yeah, but eventually I'll promote that as
aspect of it.
Right, but that's another you know, another scenario we can look at. Yes. Developing love, so to speak.
Blooming love. All right, so let me just say thank you so much for coming. I look forward to seeing great results.
Right.
I use a lot of fertilizer, a lot of nutrients. I do not stick to any one product.
Right.
And so, you know, because you just want to get the best results.
Right.
And so I really don't have a problem trying out your product and sharing with my viewers the result of all of that.
Yes.
So I look forward to seeing great things happening in my garden.
All right. I'm looking forward to that.
All right. So is it a new love?
It's a new love. Developing love like this. All type of love.
All right. Newport Fersan team, yes, visiting my garden, and I'm so excited about what is going to be happening. Yes, for the next 6 months. Oh yes, and of course my viewers will be sharing or seeing and following to see the result of it, because if it really works, I am sure you will be having a great demand if it really works. Yes. So thanks again for coming by. in the cool hills of Manchester. Yes, I'm sure you're coming from Kingston, right?
Yes.
Where it's very hot and dry. In this area, it's very cool. Yes.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Good.